Hey everybody, I'm Christian with the Cox Science Center and Aquarium. In recognition of the 125th anniversary of Hugh Willoughby's daring adventure across the Everglades and 75th anniversary of Everglades National Park, the 2002 Willoughby Expedition team has set off on a 130-mile canoe trek across the same path from October 27th through November 3rd. During this expedition, they will take photos and samples of the water to test for chemistry changes, pollutant substances, specifically microplastics, and modern effects surrounding this vital water system. This team also includes Science Center board member Harvey Oyer III. Let's go ahead and check in on the team and see what they've encountered today.
Here we are at Flamingo Marina, and the folks at Flamingo Adventures are giving us a hand and getting us off on our way and down the way. So they'll be shuttling us over to the Harney River, which is where Hugh Willoughby started 125 years ago. And then we will be taking it from there. When they drop us off at the Harney, we'll be transitioning into our canoes and kayaks, and we will be paddling for the next week until we see you guys in Miami a week from now. We're a little busy, and I know that it's right now. Well, hang on a second, let's reintroduce the group.
Hey, good morning. You have Harvey and Christoph and our scientist, Tracy Baker. We are at Flamingo in Everglades National Park. We're going to depart from the same location that Willoughby did 125 years ago on the ferry boat behind us. And it's going to take us around to the mouth of the Harney River, where we will begin the expedition again from the same place that Willoughby did 125 years ago. We have a lot of gear out here. We're hoping it will actually fit in the canoe. We have 3 canoes, one's a double person, and we have a lot of gear. So we're going to have to put it together like a puzzle to make it work. Tracy, you want to tell them about some of the science you're going to do?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, we have quite a bit of science gear as well. So we have a big net we're gonna pull behind the canoe at different sites to capture the microplastics. And then we have a metal kind of claw that we'll put down to take sediment samples. And then we also have a metal tube that we'll put underwater to catch the water samples. So we have kind of a bin full of different glass and plastic containers to catch a lot of different samples.
They're collecting water samples and testing the waters there, right?
Yeah, so we're testing several different chemicals kind of along the way from this side all the way into Miami.
Stickers while you listen.
Maybe we have kids with
I hear kids.
It looks like we have a 2nd grade class with us and a 1st grade class with us joining this morning.
From what school?
Miss Moser's class. Do you want to tell us where you're from?
We're from the conservatory school.
Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us.
And Miss
So
Page
we're about to depart. We have to load all of this gear. I don't know if you can see it behind me. And we will be on our way. Do you have any questions for us?
Question, and Miss McIntyre and Miss Moser's class, go ahead.
How long is it going to take until you arrive there?
How long are you going to be traveling?
We hope 7 days, but we actually don't know. We're at the mercy of Mother Nature, but we planned it for 7 days.
How long do you take there to get to the Everglades?
They're in the Everglades now.
But how long it takes there?
Oh, to get from like here to there?
Yes.
Like 2 hours.
What?
That's great. Oh, it looks like we have Mrs. Page 2nd grade class on as well. Any questions from that class? Do you want to say hello?
Good morning.
All right, Ethan, what was your question?
How do you guys have shelter?
What do you guys
repeat
have
the
for
question?
shelter?
Oh, we each have 1-person tents. So there's 4 of us. We have 4 tents. And the the problem is finding dry land. So tonight we're going to try to stay on a tree island called Cane Patch. And then the next day or the next night, there is no dry land. So we're going to sleep on a wooden platform that used to be for science water sampling. So it's just a 10-foot by 15-foot wooden platform in the middle of 100 miles of sawgrass. And it's only about a foot off the water. So we're hoping the alligators don't come up on the platform with us at night. That would not be fun, would it?
No.
Other questions? These are good questions.
Melody, what was your question?
So they said that they're gonna put something inside the water.
They're testing the water. She's asking about the testing of the water. What are you testing in the water?
Oh, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Tracy Baker, our scientist.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so we're testing for small plastics that have basically gotten into a bunch of different environments. So those are called microplastics. And then we're testing for other chemicals that also come from a number of products that we use. So just different contaminants that are getting into the environment that are showing up everywhere. So we're just looking to see what, what's out here. And then also looking at different water quality things like the temperature and, the amount of salt and all those things in the water as well, just to see how that changes over kind of our route.
That's great.
We have another question. We would like to, one of the students would like to know about how deep is the water in the Everglades?
So I think most of the way we're going to be, it's only like 3 feet deep. So it's pretty shallow, sometimes up to, I think, 6 feet, but it's pretty shallow water.
We actually have a student who's going to the Everglades on Sunday with her family.
Wow. Great. Maybe we'll see you out here.
All right, I have a question for the scientists. And my name is Carla, but we have a question from Jaden Chan, 4th grade at Limestone Creek Elementary School. And the question is, how do microplastics hurt animals?
So microplastics, because they're plastic, I mean, you guys can think about, plastic water bottles or plastic spoons, they're pretty durable, so they don't break down like maybe, grass or food would. So they just kind of stay in the environment. So if an animal eats it, it can kind of just like stay in their stomach. And so then they feel full and they have trouble eating more food. So they can actually, have trouble eating and then they can end up dying because of starvation potentially because their stomachs are full of plastics. And then birds eat those fish or other, things in the water like manatees or turtles, if they eat fish, then those can basically they get transferred into that animal's stomach and cause the same issues.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We actually had a competition and we have some questions that we're going to be asking you along the way. So thank you so much for answering that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, guys. Well, hey, it was really a pleasure to have you here at Flamingo. This is the last chance at civilization. This is the southernmost civilization in the continental United States, if you can call Flamingo civilization. We're in the middle of a major remodeling here. Flamingo got wiped out in 2015 by Katrina and Wilma, and it's taken us a while, but the new hotel will be opening soon. The new marina store is really great. The operations here, they have rental boats, tour boats, they got all kinds of things. And in the next few months, we're going to have a hotel, a restaurant. We even have, right now, we have what's called eco tents, which is really cool because it's a tent, but it's got a queen size bed and it's got electricity. So those of you that want to bring your moms out here, great place to bring them. And so we're going to be saying goodbye. We'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, we hope. We may not have signal, but we will try. Bye-bye, everybody.